What up? It's third degree again. So let's see. A lot of people have been asking me, can you use an ASR 10 with a Reason as a sound module like you can on the MPC? And basically, the answer is, of course, pretty much any sampler that lets you assign MIDI tracks and any software, hardware that lets you assign a MIDI track to as input, you can do it with. So that includes an ASR 10. So I'm sure a lot of you people have seen the Reason tutorial with an MPC, and that's why you're asking. But I'm just gonna, for those who don't know, go over the Reason side. So basically, on your ASR 10, you want to assign a MIDI track that corresponds with the MIDI track in Reason. Now, how you do that, I'm going to start with the Reason side. Is so on channel 1, I have 3 devices here. I'm just going to trigger it off my MIDI controller that I use with Reason. So that's one sound. It's another sound. Another sound. So we got 3 sounds. So I'm going to put this sound right here. I'm going to go to the hardware interface, go to the advanced MIDI device when you are in Reason 4.0. I think you don't even have an option in 3.0. I can't remember. Sorry about my dog. So the first channel, or the first device I played, this one, I'm going to put that on channel 1. Second device, this one, I'm going to put that on channel 2. And the third device, I'm going to put on channel 3. So yeah, so you basically have 16 channels to work with here. So you can do as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to do 3 for now. So that's what you set up on the Reason side, and now I'm going to go to the ASR side. And I apologize when I go to my camera that especially the audio quality suffers so bad, but that's the difference between 8-bit mono and recording on a studio microphone with a mixer in 16-bit. So anyway, so I'm going to go into on my camera and go into the ASR part of this. Okay, so now we're on the ASR 10. So let's go to, you can see how my keys are triggering Reason, but now we need to set up the actual MIDI track. So what I'm going to start doing is go to Edit, Instrument, and then you got to set the MIDI out program to the corresponding program in Reason. So for instrument 1, MIDI out program 1, instrument 2, MIDI out program 2, 3. But right now you can see that all these are playing the same thing. Now if I were to go to record, you can see how that changes. And the reason why this is, and this is what took me a second to figure out, was you have to go to Edit, System, MIDI, and when you transmit, it's defaulted to the bass channel, which is 1 in this case on mine. So if you go over to the MIDI bass channel, if I do 2, I do 1. So you basically need to go to the transmit on the instrument channel. So transmit on, it's on bass channel, go to the instrument channel. So now when I hit 2 compared to 1, there you go. So again, the recording, it's kind of hard to record by one hand, but I'm not trying to make a beat. I'm just trying to show you how this works. So go back into the sequence mode, hit record on channel 3. Oh, I missed it, sorry. So now if I go to channel 2, not trying to make a song, so I'm not, you know. Want to add some more. Now obviously that's not very good sounding, but I'm just trying to show you it works, you know. So yeah, you can basically do anything with any sampler. You can do this as long as you can assign the MIDI channel on the sampler, and you can assign the MIDI channel on what you're trying to trigger. And just on the ASR 10, just make sure you go to transmit instrument channel, and it'll separate it out like I showed. Channel 2, channel 3, and so you're good. So yeah, so when you're making beats, you aren't limited to just what you got on the ASR 10. You know, MIDI is a great thing. I don't think enough people use it, you know, so definitely if you got the 2, try it out. It's pretty easy. Alright.